Okay, guys. Yeah. So now we've been able to complete so many things, um, from the master files to data capturing. On the data capturing, we did things like invoice and its elements, invoice with some scenarios. Then we did some relating to foreign transactions. We also looked at advance payments and also refund or return to customer or from customers rather. Then how to capture different types of expenses that we may have. So this time around, we'll be looking at second level setup. So what does second level setup stand? There are so many things involved with second level setup. So what are these second levels that we will be looking at? So we'll be looking at the aspect of where we can actually create emailing. Look at the aspect whereby we can create, set up our emailing. We look at aspect whereby we can set up reminders, database backup, and I think okay, then the customers portal also on the system. So I'll try as much as possible to make these very quick. So now, emailing notifications to customers, you need to set this up so that this can actually send email to your customers. Look at this, emails under the settings lets you take control of the email sent from your organization. So we also have where we can configure senders email preferences. So the preferences would allow or prevent mails from going into the spam, so that into the spam folder, so that the customers can get the mails on their inbox. Now also, how do you do this? It is also very important to make sure that your email or the email you are going to be using belongs to your personal domain name. So it is with that domain name that you'll be able to configure some SPF and also DKIM records. So for that is not covered in this lesson. So if you need that, it's something we could help you with. You understand? Yeah. So we can also look at that. Then we'll look at where you can mark a primary contact. So it is that primary contact that is being used in sending. So use that primary contact to send. You can have so many primary contacts, but you might want to have one as what's it called, as a default. So you can have that as a default. So now let's go into the application proper. So let me click here. So let me go to this settings. So under my settings, let's first go into email. So this is emails. So if you look at this email, so the notification, what are the kind of notification that can be done on it? You understand? So notifications can be done here relating to the format that you receive. You understand? So let's look at this. Let me just pick one. So we have here, we have notifications for customer statement, notification for estimate notification, invoice notification, credit note, thank you, payment initiated. So these are the notifications that your customer gets when each of these activities are being done. Each activities are being done. So these are the kind of notification that you get. So if you find out that whatever you have created, you can modify them. All you just need to do is to edit them. So for instance, if I'm working on customer statement, I just say show mail content. So this is what the system is going to. So you give it a name. You give it a name that you want to use. If you have email addresses that you want to use as default, but this is going to be using email from that is created on your system. So the users created on your system, you can see. So this is what you are going to be having here. You can also carbon copy or blank copy any other email addresses that you want. Now the subject shows you. So these things are placeholders. So something like a kind of default or autorespondent to your mail. So if I have here, or maybe the kind of subject or the details, let me use the details of what you actually want to do. So if I click on insert placeholder, so these are the things that are available. So for instance, if I don't want account statement, or I want to add something here, I can use this and say my placeholder. So look at this, start date to end date. I can say okay, it should even show me due date. If I click here, balance due, you can see. So these are placeholders that can actually be used as defaults for you. So dear customer name, this is a placeholder. So dear, instead of you putting the name, your name, or putting a customer name which is going to be different customers, and you are using a constant name. So we don't want to use a constant name. We want a flexible variable that can always be used. So at that point, you want the system to say, okay, dear whatever customer. So this is like you writing a script that customer you are sending it to, you should use the name of the customer. So this is what it means. So you can see customer name is here. So this is customer details. So you can have different, these are the different placeholders you can use on it. Then you write the details of your mail. So when you are done, you just click on save. But you can click on cancel for this one. Then you do the same thing to others. So these are the kind of notification that will be sent to your customers when each of these activity is being done. So please take note of that. Now you can also have email insight set up. You want to track the email sent to your customer. All you just need to do is to click this. So this will show you if the customer has actually opened the mails, if the customer has actually read the mail, has the customer been able to perform an action on the mail. So this track will help you to do that. So look at this now. So if I click on track the email sent to your customer, by enabling email site, you can track the emails sent to your invoices and all that. Just read the information here. So that is what this is supposed to do. Now we also have sender email preferences. Under this aspect, like I told you the other time, you can create so many senders. So all you just need to do is to click on new sender. So you enter the name and you enter the email address, but email address can only be pulled from organization user. So all you just need to do is to pick here from this level. But if you are using the Zoho Book Standard license, so that would help you to draw out organization users and also the group they belong to. Let's say admin, IT, if they've been created on the level. So that is, it allows a set of people at that level. So I'll click that. So you can create as many as you wish on the system. So from this level, you can also have users invite template. So your user invite template also is the same thing, that when you send, like I explained to you, that when you want to invite users to come and work on the system or to use it as a system, you can set up just like a notification to them. So this notification can actually be customized. You understand? So this can be customized for them to use. So you can see there are different things here on the system. Then client portal invitation. Now this also is like the mail that is being sent to your customers. That is if you have enabled the client portal for them, So at every point in time when you click that, it means that the users will get this mail and it is customized to what you actually want. Then the last one is this, which is client portal link. So client portal link is almost the same thing. All you just need to do is to edit it. Now maybe they forgot their this thing and you want to just they forgot their email and password and details, so you can always send them that link. Then also, so these are different information that are here for you on the system. So that is that about emails configuration. Now the next one that we need to do is let me see, as for email notifications. Now reminder setup. Now there are different types whereby you want to remind your customers that they need to make payment, or you want to remind them on one activity or the other. So you can use this. Now there are two forms of reminder. So it's either you do a manual reminder or automated reminder. So let's look at what it is saying reminders are. Tendency to forget payment dates are pretty much common in business, which is true. Large volumes of payments to be made or other priorities can be a possible cause, but do not let that be a hindrance from receiving payment from your invoices. Simply send a manual reminder or set up an automated reminder for your customers. So this is what we are going to be doing now. We are going to be looking at how this is being set up. So stay under our settings. We are going to go into that. Now when you talk about automated, okay, I will explain to you how the automated work. So all you just need to do, let's go here and try to click this settings, then come down to our reminders. So I click on reminders. So I have this here. So reminders. Now my reminders can actually be manual or automated. Now reminder on what? Reminder for overdue invoice, or reminder for an invoice that has been sent. So what are you making reminder? But whatever you are making a reminder on, just know that this setting you are doing here is manual. So all I just need to do is click on edit. So I edit this information. Dear customer, you might have missed the payment date and the invoice is now overdue by the overdue date. So this is it. So you have this, then you can also modify this. So this is a form of reminder at every point in time. So then also we have something here which is also on invoice. So if you have this, so you can see it is similar to your notifications, but your notification is only based on invoices. That is a new invoice to be sent, new payment that has been initiated, and so many other things. But this is a reminder on those things that have been sent earlier. So you are setting up you are setting up something on those mails that has been sent earlier. So that is for manual reminders. Now for automated reminders. Now you know this, you do this manually yourself. You do this manually. All you just need to do is, when you do this, for instance, if you have set up this like this, if you have set it up and you are okay with it, all you have to do is to come to this. You will come back here. Let me come to our invoices. Let's go for one that is due. This is due. Look at this button here, reminder. So I can say send now. You understand? I can say send now. So this send now will send a mail, but it means whatever action you are doing here is a manual process. So this, when I click on send now, the system will look at where we just left, which is this. it will leave, it will go and check this again. Where's my reminders? It will come here and check whatever setup that is being done here to send email. So if you don't have any information here, which means the system will just send a wrong or a blank document to your customers. Now this is the automated. So automated, if I click on turn on automated, so turn on, it means that how should the system, for instance, if I turn this now, you can see that this one, if I is not yet turned on, you can see it is disabled. So if I click here now, reminder, this also gives me information just like that. It gives me this information here, it gives me this information here. But if I click on turn on, watch what the system would say, the same thing. But now it's telling me that reminder, remind me, which is this, on 2 days, I can say, oh, let me say a day before due date. It means that the system should send this before the due date. So if I have given somebody 30 days, if I have given somebody 30 days reminder, so a day before, okay, or let's say if my invoice payment terms was method or payment terms was set to be on the last day of the month. Now the last day of the month is, let's say, 30th. Now if I set up something like it, means the system will automatically send a mail by the 29th. It will send a mail to the customer by the 29th without you doing anything. So this is what it means. This is what it means that the system is going to do based on this information you have included here. Based on the information you have included here. So that is so if I click that, then also you could have different scenarios, but you know, you don't want to harass your customers, you want to make it more professional. So you don't want to bug them with different mails at every point in time. So what you can do is you can have a day before due date, then have another one, let's say maybe 5 days after the due date. So for you to do that, so you have to set up different reminders for them. You have to set up different reminders for them. I have this, so I can say the first reminder, this is the first reminder, reminder 1. So the settings here would have to be different. This one will be a day before, then I'll come here again, which is reminder 2. This one can now be 5 days after. 5 days after, you understand? So maybe with a different content to show that, okay, you have initially sent a mail before this, then the third one, maybe still a reminder, maybe a gentle reminder on what was sent previously. Then you can add new, you can add more to it, and so you can have as many as possible. Maybe you are somebody that you give your customers a month's grace after, or you give them, let's say you give them a month's grace after the due date. So you can actually set up those things and make sure that it covers up for a month. There may be the last month, the last day of the month, that I don't expect that to happen, but if there is a situation whereby based on the contract you guys have signed together, there is a lawsuit to it, you could tell them, oh, we'll be sending reminder, but you'll be ignoring, and this is the 30th day after your due date. So henceforth you get a mail from maybe our lawyer. You understand? So so the system is standing in on behalf of you. So you don't need to worry yourself about trying to follow up with a particular client or with a particular customer. So that debtors collection process has been automated. That's what it means. That's what it means. Now also, let's assume the customer, maybe after seeing your mail, replied your mail to tell you that, oh sorry, I'm going to make payment on this certain date. You understand? So on this certain date, you have looked at, okay, after yourself, I'm on this certain date, then you want to say, okay, since he has said he's going to make payment, and you want to key in that discussion you have had. Now this is what, based on expected payment date, a reminder will be sent to the users in your organization once the expected payment date is chosen from the invoice details page under sent in. So now this is now to the users in your organization, so it is no longer with the customer. So now how do I now set up the expected payment date that I have agreed with my customer? So now let me leave this screen, come down here and come to, stay under this, reminders, then click here and say expected reminder date. So you can set up your expected reminder date here. You understand? So you can set up your expected reminder date here with notes. You understand? So now if I come here, maybe based on what the client has said, sorry, I cannot make 200,000 at once, but I will try as much as possible to split it. You can use that note to enter that information. So even though that particular user wasn't available, but since this document is accessible to everybody and that user had already keyed in those information, so you can always have that at your hand. So now let me go back to where we were coming from, which is these settings, reminders. Now I come here, I click on turn on here. So now when I click on turn on, I want the system to send me a mail, which is this person here. I want it to send me a mail on or a day before, maybe a day before the expected payment date, and it should copy some people. So this shows that, this is already giving you a kind of interaction with your customers, but the system is the one doing the interaction on your behalf. So that is about our reminders. So what else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? Now the next one is customers portal setup. If you don't enable this, you won't be able to have your customers able to log into their portal to check their statements or check different things relating to their transactions on the system. So if you look at this now, let me just try. The client portal allows your customers to track all the transactions that have taken place between them and your business. Bid goodbye to lengthy emails and collaborate efficiently like never before. Once you set up the client portal, you will be able to collaborate with customers on estimate and get them approved. That is if you are using estimate. Check when a customer has viewed your invoice. Enable customers to pay for so many different things. Then also you can also have reviews. Customers can actually make reviews on their portal. Now these reviews are actually needed for you to help boost your sales, or it helps boost your campaign. So if a customer, maybe let's say like 5 customers gave you, let's say on an average of 4-star, you can have those screenshots, then put it on your social media, telling customers what they should expect. You understand? So you have reviews from your customers, so potential customers sees it and they are willing to come and do business with you. So that is for client portal. Now also, what are the things? Sign up sign into your Zoho information like that. So these are all the things. Click the checkbox, allow customers to edit their information in the portal. So you can also allow this so that the customers can either change maybe their contact details or their billing or their addresses like that. You understand? So these are the things that it's good for the client portal to do. So we will go and look at some of these things now on the system. Let's see how that behaves on the system. Now it also says that click the checkbox against allow customers to forward documents from portal. So this is also important, so they can actually forward a particular document to themselves if you wish to let your client forward document. Please note, the people whom they forward the documents to will be added as contact person in the contact information for that client. You understand? No, so now enable the checkbox against enable customers review for my services if you would like. So these are the things that the system would allow when you have your customers enabled on the system. So let's see how we can do some of these things. So let me go into the application now. Now on the application, to do that, settings, we come down to our preferences. Now under our preferences, we look for the tab called let's look for portal. So now under this portal you can see, so this is the portal URL I can always send to my customer. So all I just need to do is, okay, look at all these are enabled. Like I told you, send an email notification for every activity that takes place in the portal. Yeah, so I get a mail as long as anybody does anything. We will notify you whenever a customer makes payment, add comment, accept or declines and estimate. Now send an email notification to my customer when I comment on transaction. So I want my customers to also get a notification. So this is also allowed. Allow customers to edit their information. Yeah, so this is also allowed. Allow customers to forward document from portal. Your customers can send email to their contact person, but note that the contact person will be added as a contact list among the contact list on your system. Now we can also enable customer review for my services. You understand? Allow customers to view project and timesheet. So many things that have been here. I can also write message on a banner. This message will be displayed right on top of the home page of the portal. So whatever I write here also gets to the customers. So if I say, let me say Merry Christmas. So if I have this and I click on save, so these are the different things I can have on my assistant. So and I say save. So you can see, so this is what I have on my customer portal. Now, so how do I, after this is just a setting. After this, how do I then enable? How do I enable? So if you go to your customers list like we did before, so if I go to my customers list, I'll have my customer, let's say this customer here. So where is the edit? Now I can have my portal enabled. So this is enabled already, that's why I have my portal language. So this is enabled already, but trying to see if I could remember. So let me leave this screen. So now, because if you are creating it for the first time, you are supposed to see that. Then you can also click here, configure client portal. Yeah, so it is configured already, so that is why I don't have it here. So I can set a portal password, but what's it called, one of their newest feature for Zoho is that for security purposes we are removing the option to set client portal passwords from January 2022. So henceforth I won't be able to set their password for them. They will be able to do that themselves. You understand? So this is what will be on the customer's portal. So if I have this, then I say, okay, let me try to do something. I want to try to visit a particular client portal, so that let me just see. I want to try to visit, so I'm trying to check a mail for an invoice that was sent. Okay, let's look at this to check a portal for a particular customer. Now this is only enabled just because this is on my details. So I use this to log in. So this is, so if I'm using a different email, what's it called, so I have access to see what the customer is doing on their portal. So I have access to that same portal. So just because this is the same organization that generated it for them. Let me see something here. This one has been paid. This one has been paid. So let me look for the one that is still outstanding. That looks paid. That's showing paid. So that might not give me what I want to look at. Let me see another one. Okay, let's see this. Okay, this is not showing paid, but still I want it to be able to show me I wanted it to show me if I could log in into the portal. I know there was a way we usually do that. Let me check. Okay, so maybe let me try to see if I can generate a link from here. Let me just check. Okay, this one is outstanding. I think one of the things they've removed is to give me access to read. So you can also stop all reminders. You can stop all reminders on this aspect, but I'm trying to see. Okay, that is not showing for me, but okay, let me just show you how it looks like. Let me show you how that would look like on. Let me show you how that would look like. So welcome to the client portal. So something like that. Now look at, no, this is not it. Okay, now this is what it would look like. So you can see here it's going to show you outstanding invoices, the payment made so far. So any activity that you have on the system, or your contact person your statement, you can always get it. You can change your password here, you can change your password, you can log out. So these are the things that the system would give to you to do. So I'm trying to see how best I can do that. Okay, but at least I've been able to show you that, so you can test that on your own using the link. So when you configure a user, when you configure a customer to have the client portal, is going to send a mail to them. So it is that link you are going to use to log in into the system. Let me see. I'm still wondering. Okay, let me try. There is a way. Okay, let's say we were using this. I didn't set password for this. Let me just set password for this and try to set password for this. Also this, yeah. Let me set password for this. Okay, password should contain it. Okay, let me just see. Okay, so let's see this. Then sign in. So it's still telling me to change password. So for the first time, the users can change their password. So this time around, I'm still using the same thing, but change something there. This old password. Then I click on submit. Now look at, so this is what the customer would get. So this is what I was trying to tell you. So this is what the customer will get. Now the customer, look at this, the Merry Christmas here. So I can actually have that sent to my customers viewing their portals. So this, they can edit, they can modify their shipping address, their billing address. So they can check their invoices. So you can see they can check their invoices here. They can check their statements. You can see they can check their statements at this level. So many things that they can do from there. They can also print if they wish to print. Now they can also leave a review. They can send you an email from here. You understand? They can send you an email. So let's assume I have something like send a mail. So now watch what will happen here. I sent a mail, right? Check my mail here. I got a mail. You can see I got a mail directly from him. You can also remember that email does not even exist. This email card does not even exist. So I can have my emails here and have it. Then look at this also. What else? I can have something else I want to show you. So that is for the mails on that. Then I'm supposed to get a notification here also, which is on this site. I'm supposed to get a notification. Yeah, look at. Oh, no notification at this moment. So what could have happened? Maybe I didn't set up to receive notification. So but I'm supposed to get a notification here apart from this mail that was sent. Now also look at this. I can say the system should review me. Okay, now so understand, then I say submit. So okay, oh, I think that notification is not for now. This is the notification. Look at this. So has rated your service. So it's just for me to see that so that I can. So if you have list of notifications here, you are going to get all those things. So you can have all those on your system. So that is that about customers review and customers client portals. Try to make sure this is as fast as possible. Let me see something if I missed something. So this is explaining to you the details of what they have and what. So you can always check this manual to see those things that are actually needed. So it's a very wonderful platform to use. Now let's go down to the next one. So let's go down to the next one. Like I told you, you can always have, if your customer view the statement or view that, the system would send you a notification on that. So let me close this. Now backup. How do we do backup? And what is this backup is all about? So it allows you to export your complete organizational data in a single compressed file. The compressed file will consist of CSV files that belong to various modules. So what this will do, the way the backup works is that it's going to do a backup but in a zip folder, and that zip folder contains all the modules, and each of these modules now have their data files in it. So you have a CSV file in each of those modules. So and those things now contains all the transactions. So that is the best, and it's going to send it. It's going to keep it in its drive, or if you provide a drive for it, as in a cloud drive, it will use that. So then how do we do that? Now let's go into doing that. Let me show you how that works. So that is also very straightforward. All you just need to do is to come here, settings, come down here, you can see data backup. So just click it and say back up your data. You can see, so the same thing I explained. Export all your data such as estimate, invoices, credit notices from Zoho Invoice onto a CSV file. You will receive an email with a link to download your data a few minutes after you click on back up your data. So if I do like this, click back up your data, now it will tell you where it's sending it to. Your backed up data will be sent to this. Then backing up your data today will not allow you to initiate another backup for the next 15 days. Then I click on continue. So I click on continue. So when I click on continue, you can see backup has been initiated. The backup process has been initiated. Once done, the link to download your backup data will be sent to this email. The process might take approximately 30 minutes. You can see now it's saying that, which is very important, the download link will expire 30 days post the date of your backup. So remember, it is a link for you to download. It's going to send to you. Now let's check. So I think yeah, this is it. Okay, no, this is not it. This is another thing. Okay, this is the customer view I was actually looking out for. So this is my customer view. This is what, so you can always do a screenshot to send to your customers, so, or to send to your to you. So let me close this. That's not even what I'm looking out for. Now this is what I'm looking out for. Your backup has been initiated. Now look at this now. Your request for the backup of your data for this has been initiated. Kindly wait for 30 minutes and you will receive an email with the link to download your backup. Maybe before we end the training, we are going to see where we are going to come back to this so that we can see the link. So it is the link we are going to use to download. Now setting it up, you can see it's in progress. For I think the Zoho Books and paid version, you can link where you want your backup to go into. So you can link it so it goes there automatically itself. Now this is when the backup. Now if you want to make another backup, let's say if you want to make another, you can't make another backup until I think you can't make another backup until maybe 21 days, if I can remember. I think so. I think you can't make another backup. Let me try to let's go into that again. So that backup, data backup. This is even still going. So okay, maybe by time we'll look at that. But you can't make another backup until 21 days after. The system is already doing a backup on its own, so it won't. Every day they do their backup, but it's always better you do your own backup. So that's why you are safe that this is with them and they control your data. Or let me say, don't let me use the word they control your data. They control your safe server where you have your data on. So I think that's all about the second level of our what's it called, of our Zoho Invoice. Now let me see, there's something I might want to show you again. Now template. Okay, good. Now template, I don't know why I omitted that. Now template is another thing. You want to be able to modify how your invoices, how your document looks like. For instance, situation whereby we have this, let me check this. So look at this now. Look at this. You can see that this is too big. This logo is too big. So all you just do is, let me go back there. If you want to customize your invoice, customize your receipt, you can do that. All you just need to do is to edit here. Edit. But the normal Zoho books and all those paid versions allows you to create new. They allow you to create different types. Okay, this allows you, but your customer statement does not allow you. Invoices allow you, so you can create another type, but creating another type will still say that you pick an existing standard. So just look at, these are the different standards that are available. So if you look at, oh, you are not using this is the one you want to use, then you can pick it. For instance, if I decide that I want to use this, for instance, I'll just click on use this, then use. So this is how my invoice will look like. This is how my invoice is going to look like. So you can say, okay, for instance, you want a situation whereby it will have what's it called, your payments, your bank details. You can choose, just look for the one that has your bank, that has a bank detail. So if I click on new and look for the one that actually looks like it has the bank detail, let me say these stay for everything, but it's broken down. I think this does not have, let me see this does not have, this does not have, but let's just move on. Now, okay, this, I'm not even using this because there's something here I want to show you. Let's say I don't want to use this, I want to use something else. Then let's pick what was there before, what we were using before. I think this, yeah, I use this. So I want to make use of this, but I noticed that the logo is too big. All I just need to do is to click this, come here and resize. Remember, we used this logo, we uploaded this logo where at our organization setup. So you can see it is reducing. So this gives, now when you now need to brand, you want to give it a different look. For instance, this is the label. You have your label, you have your background color. You might decide that you want to change the logo, you want to change that. So I can say, okay, theme, I want to change a different theme. I want to use this kind of theme. So look at this now. Look at this. So you are already branding it to your identity. You understand? So these are different. So you can have as many as possible. You can make use of so many things. Now if you want to remove some things here, you can remove. Now line, so you can remove some things here. Click here to refresh. Now I have removed the numbers here. Item, I can decide to remove the item. Then I click here. You can see. So many things you can remove from this level. So let me just say, okay, I put everything. Let me just leave it the way it is. You understand? So these are different ways at which you can modify your reports. You can, okay, now, yeah, this was add your bank details. So you can come here and add your bank details. So you can add your bank details here. I can say First Bank. First Bank of Nigeria. So because most people know it for first, but then I give it the metrics underscore training limited. Then I say preview. So now you can see. So I can decide to remove this payment option. You can decide to remove this payment option. So signature, you can have your signature also there. Authorized signature. So if you have an image signature, you can add it there. Additional signature, you can have it there. Now this is in terms of signature that must have been signed. So the signature I use there is just name, label. So but if you want your real signature there, you can have it attached on that document. Now you might also want to show amount in words. So let me just refresh this page, I think. So many things that you just need to do is just to click here and start modifying. Understand? Just start modifying. So these are just the things that we have. So you can edit this rather than you modifying the existing one. Why don't you just modify this and call it maybe pin metrics? Sure. So it's better not to modify an existing one. It's better not to override an existing one. So just save this. Understand? So all you just need to do, you can see that's created another one for you. All you just need to do, you can make this one as default, or you preview to see how it looks like. So preview this. So this is what it looks like. Is this not beautiful? Now look at the amount in words. So you can have this signature here. So many things that the system can actually offer you. So many things. So that is about our template. So I just said I should bring up to that. You can also create your expense categories here. You can also create expense categories. You can create expense categories. So if you look at all these categories here, these are all the categories. Now you give it a description. You understand? So you can create your own here. All you just need to do is just to click on new category. So aside you doing it directly from the expense screen, you can do it here. All you just need to do, give it a name, give it a description, just like they did here. They wrote the description. For instance, automobile expense, transportation related expenses like fuel charges and maintenance charges. So it's better for anybody that will be using the system to have a thorough understanding of all this. Also, it is very, very important. I think those are just the only thing I think I should share with you. Then integration, the system has different integration that it can do. So now I told you what integration means. So you can see you can have Zoho CRM integrated here. You can have the these two are just CRM. You can have the projects also integrated here. You can have the payroll also integrated here. So many things. Sign up form can also be integrated. So many things can actually be integrated on this particular platform. So I think those are just the little I can say on our second level of configuration. Now the next training will be on data importation, how we can import data on the system. Thank you very much.